Welcome back to the Jeep National Championship Series in Helen, Georgia. I'm Peter Graves along with Penny Davidson. Moments from now, we're going to be starting the exciting men's event. Penny, let's talk about the field, as always, deep with talent.
And getting deeper every year, Peter, and they're getting very fast. John Tomac is looking very fit. He's had a great season in Europe so far, and he's got a World Cup win. As well, Ned Overend, who has another World Cup win, the first since 1992 in Vail at the finals.
Not to mention Dave Weens, Don Myra, John Weisenreiter, and Tinker Juarez.
You have kind of a distinct racing style, you know, up near the front, but never quite, you know, never leading and taking that position.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable with that, or?
Well, I'm going to probably do the same kind of strategy, just hang in there and see, you know, who's looking the best right now, and just hopefully I can hang with them till the end and then maybe pull a surprise or two.
4 laps, it's going to be a short race, so it's going to be real fast. I don't think we'll necessarily see a lot of guys blowing up. So position will be important, and just keeping momentum in a single track.
The field is so good here today. It's just going to be a really, really fast race, and I look forward to it.
I think if my bike holds up and I feel good, I should do well, because I really like the course.
Yeah, the course is pretty tight, so it's going to be important to get a pretty decent start. So stay up front on the first climb and then go racing.
And we're all set to go racing. The Jeep National Championship men's cross country, and the riders are stoked. They'll do 4 laps around this 6.7-mile course, and it could turn into an all-out sprint start to finish. And they're off, the top pro mountain bike racers in the United States. And they're up into the first climb. It is David Weens, the defending champion, #1, jumping into the lead. John Tomac, Tinker Juarez right on his wheel. Look at the pack. They've all been through this before. Nearing the top of the hill, Mark Gullickson in the lead right now. Important to be out in the front and setting the pace. He's a former University of New Hampshire cross-country skier. Right now, he's been chased by Tomac and Juarez. The riders are all jockeying for position right now. They're looking for the clear track. But at the back of the pack, it's a traffic jam. At the top of this hill, Gullickson continues at the head of the pack as the defending champion David Weens begins to fall back, still feeling the effects of a flu he caught earlier this spring in Europe. Let's go to Penny.
14 minutes into the first lap, we have a big pack here, led by Don Myra, John Tomac, Tinker Juarez. They're all looking back here on the straightaway. Steve Tilford riding for Specialized. First NORBA champion, Steve Tilford doing really well. Mark Gullickson, the rookie that we were looking for to do really well. Look how quickly they're getting across the water. They're all opting to jump off cyclocross style and run.
And Penny, it looks like a cattle stampede out there. I hope you stay dry. Okay, here come the leaders right now. Don Myra, John Tomac, and Tinker Juarez have broken away. And all are taking the water crossing with a bike on the shoulder cyclocross style. Now headed for the completion of lap 1. The lead pack is back together again. Gullickson, Myra, Tomac, Juarez, Overend, Weisenreiter. What a race! Across the water. John Tomac now out in front. And Tinker Juarez. Then there's a gap of about 20 seconds. And look at this, Gullickson, Myra, Weisenreiter, and Overend. And they're all equally determined.
Just passing the Chattahoochee River crossing, John Tomac is leading Tinker Juarez up this switchback. John Tomac did try to break away on that climb, that first steep climb of the lap. Tinker has caught him. Tinker's running his distinct race right here behind the leader. John, let's see what kind of power they use and technique to get over this route. Pull up on the front wheel, bring their weight forward, get the rear around. Real steady and smooth. These guys are working really hard. Now we've got Mark Gullickson, our rookie from a few years ago, riding well in Europe this spring, leading Don Myra. We got John Weisenreiter looking real strong. Look at this group of riders looking really good up over this route.
And this is an incredibly challenging course. This is shaping up as one of the closest mountain bike races we've seen yet. And here they come, the leaders, John Tomac and Tinker Juarez. Remember, Juarez was 9th in the top American at Metavier, France last year at the World Championships. And right now, a familiar position for Tinker Juarez, sitting back comfortable in second place, allowing John Tomac to set the pace. Penny?
Yes, Peter, it looks like Tinker Juarez is playing follow the leader, perhaps waiting for a classic Tomac mechanical.
Here come our leaders right now. Headed for the halfway point. A surprise. Tinker Juarez has taken the lead from John Tomac. And they are working hard to try to make the break right now. And the crowd loving it. The chase pack now just 12 seconds back. Gullickson, Overend, Weisenreiter, and Myra on the attack, and they're closing. It is a great race with more to come, and we'll be back with the exciting finish. Don't go away.
With Minwax polyurethane, you can do more than admire your wood. You can live with it, too, because Minwax contains pure urethane oil to protect wood while giving it beauty you can really live with. Minwax keeps wood beautiful.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break. Give me a break. Play me out, please, back, kick that. Give me a break. Give me a break. Play me on the bass and make a pop.
To give my home a nice atmosphere, I've tried French Provincial, Danish Modern, English Country, and Spanish Colonial. Little did I know that for nice atmosphere, all I really needed was American Standard, a reliable American Standard air conditioning system. It's one design that will last. I wish I'd known that back during my Spanish Colonial period.
American Standard air conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Looking to talk a little bit of smack on Talk 2. What is your image of you? I'm crazy. Perception is reality. Scoreboard, it never lies. What's up, bro? We love your jersey, baby. Everybody got a little craziness inside them. Yeah, I'm a Hall of Famer. I've got nothing to worry about. Smack. It's a matter of telling the truth, no matter how much it hurts. Epic.
Jim Rome on Talk 2. Live every weeknight at 10:30 on ESPN2.
We're back with you and on board for the opening race of the Jeep National Championship Series. I'm Peter Graves, and we have a barn burner. 6 riders now, all in a pack. Don Myra, John Tomac, Tinker Juarez, Ned Overend, John Weisenreiter, Mark Gullickson, count them. Nobody's able to break away. And here's Penny D out in the course.
This is a downhill approach to a very tight and technical hike-a-bike section. We've got a big group led by Don Myra. Looks like Tomac and Tinker have been caught. So in order, no one is passing each other, but they're going to try to keep their momentum. Tinker, Ned, Gullickson, John.
Into the single track now. The leaders all in a row. No one wanting to make a mistake. And here they come into the stadium, the bell lap, 1 lap to go. Everybody looking for a way to shave off seconds right now. The lead pack still all together, and unbelievable after 21 miles. These riders are still hammering. It is Myra, Juarez, Tomac, Overend, Weisenreiter, and Gullickson. And here's what it looks like from the front. And let's go to Tom Hillard for a course update. Tom?
Hi, Peter. This is Tom at the top of the hill. There's a group of 6 now. The same group. Gullickson's a little bit off the back, so I guess it's a group of 5 right now. You still have Myra in the lead, charging up the hill. I'll give you a report in about 2 minutes when they finally get to the top to see who's the lead.
Thanks very much, Tom. Nearing the top of the climb, John Weisenreiter out of Boulder, Colorado is now in the front. And he's chased by Tomac, Juarez, and the veteran Ned Overend. To say the least, it's pressure cooker time now, Penny.
Last year at the Mammoth World Cup race, we saw our first sprint finish with 2 riders. Now, with 1/2 lap remaining, we have 6 riders all together. John Tomac is looking especially strong. We've got Ned Overend right up there, who had a great World Cup finish. Tinker Juarez and John Wiesenreiter. We've got 4 riders. 2 have dropped off. John Tomac has been strong on these climbs. This is a great place if anybody has strength to pass or break away before they get into that single track. Ned's finding position there on that little flat section to get back on his bike. He is going to want to get back up to these racers here.
Into the single track section now. It is John Tomac, the Durango, Colorado rider, leading the way, and no one's giving an inch. Across the water for the final time, still all together. They cleared the final hurdle. Then they're back on their bikes and ready for the final descent. The legs now are screaming with lactic acid from this endurance test, and there's no room to pass on this single track. The key issue now is to try to set themselves up for a good position for that sprint to the finish. And now that sprint comes. Look at it. Here they come. It's Tomac on the outside. Tinker Juarez on the inside. Tomac pulls ahead. Yes, John Tomac has done it. And now here's the winner.
Yeah, I knew I was the best sprinter in the group, but Tinker, he's a bit of a wild card always, and he's an old BMX racer, so that's the same place I got my sprint. So when he went, I was like, oh no, I hope he doesn't have a lot in him. And I had just a little bit more.
Johnny T to the top spot on the podium. Tinker Juarez second, John Wiesenreiter third, and 4th place in that sprint, Ned Overend.
Unusual for a 4-person sprint at a mountain bike race. You ended up 4th of that 4-person sprint. Is there any way you might have changed that?
That style of sprinting is the story of my life.
And we'll run up the numbers for you after one race on the Jeep National Championship Series. The point standings.